Um, we are still at grade 8 mathematics, and we are going to look at product of prime factors. We are still dealing with numbers. This is part 3 of the presentation on numbers. Product of prime factors. All right. So we have uh, two keywords here. We have product. We have product. All right. So product actually uh, it's implying multiplication. Okay. And we have prime. Prime, that is actually prime numbers. Okay, like 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13. Okay, and so on. Those are prime numbers. Now the other key word is factors. We did look at factors of a number. When we say it's a factor, that is, we are talking about numbers which, when dividing a number, leave a remainder of 0. All right, so those are factors. So now for instance, factors of 6, we realized that it would be 1, because 1 into 6 goes 6 times and the remainder is 0. 2, because 2 into 6 goes 3 times and the remainder is 0. 3, 3 into 6 goes 2 times and the remainder is 0. And then 6. 6 into 6 goes 1 time and the remainder is 0. So these are factors of 6. All right? But amongst these factors of 6, there are prime factors. Which are the prime factors? They are 2 and 3, because 2 and 3 are prime numbers. But because they are prime numbers which are also factors of 6, we call them prime factors. All right. Now, product of prime factors. If we have 2 and 3 as the prime factors of 6, that means product of the prime factors of 6 would be 2 multiplied by 3. And be aware that 2 multiplied by 3 is just 6. So 6, when you write 6 as the product of its prime factors, it would be 6 times 3. 2 times 3, I mean. All right? Yeah, that's a short preview. It's just a preview on prime product of prime factors. All right. Now, so let's take for instance, okay, example. Let's say you want to write 16. 16 as a product of its prime factors. Okay, what do you do actually? The first prime number is 2. All right, always start with 2. It's just a tip I'm giving you, a hint. Okay, now let's say 16 will be equal to, all right, then what do you do? You just start with 2, divide 16 by 2, you will have what? 8. That means 16 equals to 2 times 8. All right? Then confirm if the two numbers are prime, are factors, are prime numbers. If the two numbers are prime, 2 is prime, 8 is not prime. Okay? So that means we still have to deal with 8. All right? We are fine with 2. So this is equal to 2, this one. We are fine with this one. But we need to deal with 8 so that from 8 we produce prime factors. Let's divide 8 by 2. Like what you did on 16. Divide 8 by 2. You will have 4. That means 8 equals to 2 times 4. 2 is a prime number. All right? Yes. Now, inspect again. Check if they are all prime numbers. 2 is a prime number. 2 is a prime number. 4 is not. So 16 equals to 2 times 2. But for 4, we need to convert it. We deal with it. So that means 4 will be what? 2. Divided by 2, you get 2. So 4 becomes 2 times 2. Check if they are all prime numbers. 2 is a prime, 2 a prime, 2 a prime, 2 a prime. So now you have written 16 as a product because they are multiplications of its prime factors, because this 2 is a factor and it's a prime number. All right? That is basically what we want you to be aware of here. Okay? Now, like we have seen this, that means you could even say it's actually 2 to the power 4. All right? If you don't want to write it like this, it's 2 to the power 4. It's still okay. All right. Let's look at another example. Say you wanted to find you wanted to write say 20, okay, as a product of its prime factors. 20. Now, what did I say you do? The first prime number is 2, so you are going to say 20 equals to 2 times 10. All right? Yes. But now 10 is not a prime number. So put 2 in. 10 equals to 2 times 5. All right? So you have this 2, which is already here, times. Instead of 10, 2 times 5. Okay? So when you look at this now, these are prime numbers, this one. And they are prime factors of 20. So since you have multiplied them, we say is the product is 20. You have written 20 as the product of its prime factors, because 2 times 2 is 4 times 5 is 20. All right? All right. Let's look at another example. Let's look at another example. We have 64. Write 64 as a product of its prime factors. What do you do? All right. I said just start with the first prime number, which is 2. Then 64 is 2 times 32. Okay? 2 times 32. Now, 32 is not a prime number. So you can say 2 times 32 is 2 times 16. All right? Now, 16 is still not a prime number. So we say put this 2 times this 2 times this times. Okay, it's here. Now 16 is 2 times 8. All right? All right. Now, what we have? We are going to have this one. 8 is still not a prime number. So we have 2 times 2 times 2 times. Instead of 8, we will say 2 times 4. But 4 is still not a prime number. So we have 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times. Instead of 4, we say 2 times 2. So what do you have? All prime numbers now. And then multiply it. That means it's the product of prime numbers. Now, we have written 64 as the product of its prime factors. All right? That is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. Or you would say 2 to the power what? 2 to the power 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 to the power 6. Okay? Right. Now, that's how you do it. Okay? That's how you do it. Let's have 25. Say you want to write 25 as a product of its prime factors. What do? I told you, I told you to start with 2. So 25 is not divisible by 2 to leave a remainder of 0. You leave 2. Then you go to 3. The next prime number is 3. 3 into 25 leaves a remainder. So you leave it. You go to the next prime number, which is 5. Okay? So now, what happens? 25 will be 5 times 5. Okay, so luckily 5 is a prime number. This 5 is also a prime number. So if you have 25 equals to 5 times 5, you have written 25 as a product of its prime factors. So you are fine. Okay, so that is how you write numbers as the product of their prime factors. Okay, take care.